guys, so it's that time of the year again, January, where we all start making all these New Year's resolutions. Basically, they're ways for us to try to be better people. In this year where we're all striving for sainthood, what better way than to do it together? So what we're trying to do this year is give you five ways to start off the year with being a better you. Alright, so way number one. First, get your butt to confession. It's super important to clear off all that negative stuff that you have done in the past. And I mean, if you want to start new, you want to start new. You don't want to keep holding on to the old stuff. So make sure the first thing you do is get your keister to confession. Number two, get yourself an agenda. The things that are most important to us in our lives are things that we schedule into our days. Whenever we have a dance recital or a soccer game or a concert that we're going to, a lot of the time we are scheduling that in and preparing for it. What we really need to do is think of all those little things that we need to schedule into our lives. Things like going to Mass, things like praying. I know for me, I make sure that I know which Mass I'm going to, and that's what I focus my whole week around. I also set these little reminders on my phone to go off throughout the day to remind me to pray. 3, you want to make sure that you're getting yourself in order. A very wise priest once told me that your outside really reflects what's happening on the inside. And I find for myself, when I'm getting really stressed about things or getting really worried or anxious, I do let things outside of me get out of control, so to speak. If we are really trying to buckle down and trying to be the best version of ourselves, we really need to get our lives into order. Not only on the inside, that's why we're going to confession, that's why we're making an agenda, but also on the outside. Making sure that what image we are putting off also reflects what is happening inside of us. That way, when we do let ourselves slip on the outside, we know that maybe we have to reflect a little bit more on the inside. Number 4, research a saint. Sometimes we go through our day-to-day lives and we forget that there are thousands and thousands of people who have done all these things before us and who can give us pointers on how to live our lives. Some of these saints have super interesting stories. Maybe they've gone through some of the things that you are currently going through, but you won't know until you start researching their stories. I found amazing stories of some saints who I didn't think I'd ever find relatable. After learning a little bit more of their lives, I really started to look at my own life, and I was able to pick out details about their lives that I saw in myself. And I saw how they reacted to certain situations, and it really made me want to grow deeper in my faith and strive for holiness in a whole different way. Make sure you look for a saint this week and start reading their story. Once you start reading their story, look for some similarities or ask God to really reveal something in them. Somebody who you might be able to relate with, somebody who might have a good story. But really look at their story and try to relate it back to your own. How did they attain holiness? What did they do? How can you live like them in order to follow in Christ's footsteps? Finally, number 5, start a project. Not just like a project like you would do at school, but a project that really is going to encourage you to be a better person. For example, at St. Monica's, we're starting this new segment called St. Monica's Vlogs. Basically, our mission is to joyfully bring Christ to the world and intentionally bring the world to Christ. We want to help you guys strive for sainthood. And what better way to do that than to walk alongside you, striving for sainthood ourselves. Throughout the year, we're going to be filming a bunch of vlogs to hopefully help you find more of a passion for Christ, to hopefully help make the faith more relatable for you. Living as a Catholic isn't easy, but no one was called to live it alone. Let's walk together on this journey, and let's together try to joyfully bring Christ to the world and intentionally bring the world to Christ.